And hello, folks. This your old pal, Uncle Al, in my sleep outfit. Ugh. It's been a long day. Took a long nap, rested in bed. My family says I don't look like a corpse anymore. Fun family. They thank me. My neighbors leaving California. They're moving to Maine or Vermont, one of those places. They give me 5 nice bowls for free because Uncle Alan's that kind of person. So first thing off, we're going to talk about the weather. All right? Right now, I'm worried about Texas. Remember I told you about the thermal belts? Everybody look at me. What's a thermal belt, Uncle Al? Is it something to hold up our pants? No. Because Uncle Al's one of his hobbies is uh, I study the weather. Hey, I have 2 strokes of brain damage. Okay? I've been arguing guys with titles and doctorates and stuff, and I told them, you guys still owe me $100. Only got one guy who paid on the Death Valley flood. A lot of people don't understand what Uncle Alan's talking about. There is a hurricane off the coast of Baja. It's not a hurricane off in the Atlantic. It's heading towards Florida and the Gulf states, including Texas. Okay, we argue about it's a hurricane. It's not a hurricane. It's a tropical cyclone. It gets kind of blurry between F1 and the tropical high pressure storms. So we're arguing about this. I keep arguing. You guys were all wrong, and I got proof because if you've seen my arc flooding video, did that whole thing, and then on thermal belts, I told everybody this belt is not regional. It goes around the world. Okay, from east to west, just circling around the world, and everybody's looking at me. Duh. Okay, we have 2 belts. It splits up to 5 strands. Okay, one for the northern hemisphere, one for the southern hemisphere. And a lot of people don't understand it. You cannot blame this on CO2. Okay, I'm not giving links. You can do your own research. I'm tired. I have arthritis in my hands. So every time I type, it's like somebody's taking this and mashing on my fingers. Okay? So do your own research. It's climate change, correct. All right? You can't argue with Uncle Al on that. We're having climate change. It could be the worst. Okay? And 2, it's not CO2. CO2 is part of the problem. The other part, 3 things that kills mankind, most of mankind by 2050, is plastic. #1 killer. #2, pesticides. #3, pollution. That kills everybody in 2050. Okay? You all die. Cancer, heart attack, infertility, your penis drops off. You become a woman or women become man. You have hairy areolas. I'm not kidding. All right? This is Uncle Alan's chat on the weather. Okay? Weather first, and then we'll get into the weird stuff. Okay? And I'm going to change the shirt because I'm sweating through this one already. The weather. We have arc storm. Now this one goes all the way down south from Baja, goes up through the Sea of California, up through, used to be Arizona, and then it diverted into New Mexico for some weird reason. It's skimming the edge off of Colorado, Utah, Nevada, and Idaho, and then finally into Washington, and then into British Columbia and Vancouver. That's an arc storm trail. The second arc storm trail is going across from west to east, and it's hitting all the southern states. Good thing about this arc storm is it will prevent Florida getting clobbered by a hurricane. It depends what time the arc storm goes by. right now should be off the coast, off the east coast, and heading towards England. Sorry, England. So a lot of people look at old Uncle Al, and Uncle Al's like, blah, 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 and lose a few screws in his head. But I did the math, and I do warn people. If you have a serious arc storm, this is Texas and also for California, 300 miles long, 60 miles wide, anywhere from 15 to 20 feet. We had a little arc storm hit Death Valley. Both Death Valley and Monument is still repairing the roads, and you had to see it. It had cars, boulders, pieces of the road. What you gonna call it? Park Service building just blown away. And if you watch the arc storm occur from the satellite photos over Death Valley turned blue. Okay, it was a small one. It only had flooded about maybe a foot or less. The whole year's supply of water in one day. So I do warn people, you have two major threats. Arc storm, second one is thermal belts. Now, on the West Coast up to Oregon and then Washington, California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico, we're going to have a kind of mild winter, but we're going to have rain showers and the possibility of a sudden arc storm. People ask, what's an arc storm, Uncle Al? It's like Noah's flood 2.5, except it does it in 1 hour. Okay? All the rainfall that you miss, boom. Look at Kentucky. Look at Tennessee. They all got hit, and nobody ever listens to old Uncle Al. What I'm really afraid, if an arc storm and a hurricane, 3 places you better buy a boat. Okay? Bass boat, rubber boat, whatever. Going to be the Carolinas, New Jersey, and New York. All right? Especially New York City. If you get hit with an arc storm and a hurricane at the same time, it's like all the subways flooded out. The East River went over its banks. Okay, we're talking about deluge. Okay, go watch Day After Tomorrow, where everybody freezes and stuff. You don't want that to happen right before the onset of winter. It's going to be a double threat. And people always laugh at Uncle Al. So what? We had floods before. Yeah, but you never had floods and snow at the same time. This is what gets me worried about Texas. Okay? You have a time period between December to January, almost February. From December to February 2022 to 2023, between Lawton and Houston, you have a chance of Snowmageddon 2.5 or 2.6 or 3.0. Okay? I am serious. It's like, boom, kiss everything goodbye. You better have wood, coal, propane, whatever to heat. No water, no power, maybe a foot or two of snow. Go look at Argentina. Everybody's laughing at old Uncle Al. Yeah, but they never had a blizzard in Argentina, or Brazil, or Peru. All right? I'm still waiting for South Africa and Australia. They're changing their season. They're going from, within 2 months, they're going from winter to spring. Hopefully it's a smooth transition, but they're in the danger zone. So any part of the South Australian coast, you might get snow, a lot of snow. Same goes for South Africa. How much snow did we get this year? 26 feet. Oh, crap. Okay, because one of these land masses Australia, into South America, and South Africa may form an ice bridge with Antarctica. Because a lot of people don't understand, if the North Pole melts, where does all that ice moisture goes? Well, it turns into moisture and causes global warming, Uncle Al. I am tired. You wonder why Uncle Al's fingers are tired? Because I'm doing this to the back of their heads. Okay? You don't think. Alright? It goes south. Think about it, folks. Use your brains. And if that bridge occurs, kiss everything on earth goodbye. Well, I survived, you guys won't. Okay, folks, I'll let you think about it. This is Uncle Al's chats about the weather for 2022 to 2023. And it's your fault. And quit blaming CO2 for all this stuff. I'll be seeing you. You have a nice night. Bye now.